It's Sunday morning here. We raced last night. It rained for 2 days. Still looks a little overcast. Not much of a meteorologist. I assume it's going to rain again today. But we have nothing to do today. We're not racing until... Oh, we're racing tomorrow. Sunshine Inn is in tomorrow night. We're going to school Stonebridge Loyal tomorrow, see how she feels. I'm going to make a couple of calls today. We have a few horses that might race good in Buffalo leading up to the impending Ohio sale. So I don't think it would be a bad idea to maybe look at sending Holden Steady and Stonebridge Loyal over to Buffalo. I drove for one of the leading trainers over there the other night. What was her name? Sabrina Clevenger. Seems like a nice girl. She does really good in Buffalo. So maybe I can message her and see if she'll take them over there. Might make sense, might not, who knows. But what I will talk about right now is the Broodmares. I just got off the phone with Jeff Ruck. He is Pinestone, I think it's called Pinestone Farms in Barrie. For those of you in the Ontario region, you know Jeff's father, Terry, ran one of the biggest vet clinics. Very sharp guy. Biggest vet clinics around forever. Anyway, Jeff has a big farm, a breeding farm in Barrie, Ontario, and that is where our two girls are. That is where Dewey Ann and Stolen Dance are at, and we are breeding them to my MVP. Now, I know, and I still have an affinity towards Sebastian K after the ones that we've been training down. Really, truthfully speaking, when push came to shove, it really just came down to dollars and cents. We were going to be able to breed to my MVP. Now, keep in mind, obviously, Lima's son didn't show up the way we wanted to. I've entered him in the sale simply because I'm having a real problem getting him back to the races. He had a significant injury last year. He hasn't re-injured it, but he's as far from the races as he is close. Does that make any sense? He's in limbo. So he's a my MVP and had some bad luck with him, but everybody that remembers how he raced his first two races of his life way back when, very talented colt. And then, of course, we have West 52nd, another very talented colt by my MVP. So it's not like we're just throwing darts in the dark. I believe, one, we have two horses that were very talented by this sire, and two, for the amount of money, it's really buy one, get one free. We're going to breed both of these mares for around $4,000. I think if you factor in everything, it'll be under $5,000. So for both of them. So it's pretty hard to beat that. One, we get a sire that we like and we've had talent, we've had luck with, and two, we get it for a massively discounted price. Pretty hard to turn that down. So I just got off the phone with Jeff, and he said his mares that were bred were under the lights all winter. Ours were not. They were training. So it takes a little time to get them into a proper heat. That would be 25. Get them into a proper heat. So he thinks within the next 10 days they'll both be bred. I know I told people they were bred. I thought they were, but obviously I know nothing about breeding other than I have a daughter, but I know nothing about breeding, so I don't know what to say. 10 days, I guess he said to be bred in the last 10 days.
We're breeding a horse in 10 days.
Two of our horses are going to be bred in the next 10 days. Dewey Ann, you don't remember them. Stolen Dance and Dewey Ann.
Yeah?
You remember them?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I heard that.
So they're going to be bred in the next 10 days. And that's that. So it's really not that bad. It's 11 month gestation. So they're bred May. It's still an April foal. That would be great.
April foal.
If that worked out, that would be fantastic. So that's a report on the babies. I know it didn't talk about the babies much, but the mares are being bred. They're at the farm. They're in Barrie. They're comfortable, and Jeff is confident that they'll be bred and hopefully in foal starting in the next 10 days. So that's the Broodmares. I figured it only fair to give you an update on the Broodmares, and I apologize I haven't in the past. Somebody brought it up to me, and it was really out of sight, out of mind, and that's my fault. So as we build the new site also, it would be nice to have our own little kind of Broodmare section in there. A few little pictures and updates and stuff. That'd be cool. So I'll talk to Kelly and Eric and Curtis about that. Might be an interesting part we could put in there. If we have some luck over the summer, we could potentially grow that broodmare band, I guess. Somebody asked the other day, why did you breed Dewey Ann and not a couple other ones? As a trainer, and again, I could be wrong, but as a trainer, I want horses that try, right? I want horses that dig in deep. One, we have 2 well-bred horses. God didn't gift them with the most durable bodies, so but they tried so hard, both of them, and I love that about horses, right? You see so many times, it was out of a mare that made no money, and then you hear from the trainer and they say, she never wanted to race, and lo and behold, neither does the foal. I'm sure that isn't always the case, but as a trainer, I have a lot of respect for horses that take their work as seriously as I do. And that's why we kept these 2 fillies, turned them into broodmares, because they both wanted to be much, much more than they are actually capable of being at the time. So we'll see. We'll test that theory. As I said, maybe this fall we can grow that broodmare band and see how that takes place. Anyway, Ollie Bear, what you doing?
We're gonna get a game, but there's no games.
Oh, maybe Ava can switch with you.
No, I want the multiplayer.
Oh.
Okay.
So we're into Drive Daddy Crazy portion of the Sunday. We've talked about the broodmares. I'll be back in a minute. I just gotta talk about the stables, and we're all
crazy.
False, fake news. Anyway, I'll run through the stables with you guys in just a minute.